What are you doing?
Is that good? One more? Is that good?
Yeah, I can help.
Hey guys, thanks for joining us on another episode of Sailing Spyridon. This is the story of a family who sold everything and bought a sailboat. Our mission is to learn together, to spread love and kindness, and to explore the world around us. And of course, we're going to share boat maintenance and how to build or fix things.
Hello.
We will share our boat projects and crafts that we do along the way. This is our home, and in it, we plan to build a foundation for traveling education, so our son and our audience can see how beautiful the world can be. And please don't forget to hit that notification button and the subscribe button, that way you don't miss any future episodes. And check us out on Instagram for some more day-to-day action. Thanks for stopping in, and we hope you enjoy. Good morning. Welcome to Moss Marina. This marina was our favorite stop. The staff here was phenomenal. They were so kind to us and our son during these crazy, unprecedented times. We had to choose to either come to Moss Marina or Salty Sam's, and we chose Moss Marina because the lady who answered the phone at Salty Sam's was extremely rude. Later on, we found out from the locals that they are typically pretty salty, generally speaking, so we were happy that we didn't choose that marina and came here instead. Inside their store, they sold beer and Gatorade, ice cream, they served coffee or tea in the morning, and they also sold fishing gear and some marine stuff if you needed anything on the fly. If you find yourself in Fort Myers looking for a marina to stay at, I suggest coming over here to Moss Marina. It has been an absolute pleasure to be here.
Is it raining yet? It looks like it was raining. Woo! I hope they're closing the hatches. Wait, Jen, will you go over to the bathroom?
Well, yeah, so we got exhaust manifold stud that needs to be removed and replaced. Injector here, some new wires run. Yeah.
So sweet.
So you guys have a YouTube channel?
Working on it, yeah. I've been a little bit, I lost all of my footage when my computer crashed, and so we had all these boat projects that we did on our boat, and that was the one file that was labeled boat projects, and everything was gone. So I'm trying to create more
So the
content.
fire walking will probably get some viewers.
Oh yeah.
Who's your favorite?
YouTuber?
Yeah.
I have a few. I like Sailing Uma
Uma, yeah.
because I feel like me and Kika have a lot in common, and I think she would like to learn circus arts.
I like those two, this dark-headed guy and a brunette. They're
Jesse and
Good, Bad, and Ugly.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
Have you, what does it say? Oh, did I know? Oh, sorry.
Man. All right, I'm gonna get back to our 5-year-old before he yells again.
What's he at?
He's on the boat. He's finishing his homework.
Okay.
He's very mad at me for making him do 3
Take
pages.
him a piece of chocolate cake.
He didn't get shit until he
I
finished.
think he's
his
got
fucking
more
homework.
candy than he needs. We have more candy on the boat.
I bought that 3 days ago and I ate, as you can see, half of it, and
I love chocolate.
I'm not done with it.
He was mad because I made him do 3 pages of writing, and he was like, my hand's asleep, and I'm like, well, toughen up. You only did literally 3 sentences.
Yeah.
And he was like, no, I need to go on a bike ride first. I'm like, no, that's not how that works. You finish your homework and then you can go on a bike ride.
Hello YouTube land. Another beautiful day. Like literally gorgeous day out. It just rained yesterday, so it's cooled down a ton. We're out here getting some boat projects done. Hey Gene, what you doing?
Making holes in the boat.
Sweet, it's my favorite. We're making some holes in the boat. So we're gonna install the bow roller on the proper side. So we're over drilling the holes right now, or Gene is, so that we can fill it with epoxy. And then we'll re-drill them to the right size once that hardens, probably tomorrow morning. And I am gonna go down and replace this raw water pump impeller and hopefully get that thing going, and the rest of our engine parts should be here today. And got a sexy lady in here. Ooh, hi. Good morning. And Megan is making sure the bed doesn't get away. She's keeping it down. Yep. And then the dock hands stole our child because, I don't know, they like him, I guess. So he's out playing around with them, helping them out, doing his part. Anyway, projects will continue. Got to install this guy right now. Super fun. I'm gonna put that guy in there. So, more to come.
Hi, Daddy.
Hey, hey.
What you doing?
You know how that one project leads to another project thing goes? Well, we need to build a box over the refrigerator compressor in the lazarette, and I needed wood to do that. Well, currently our bed situation was just a bunch of pieces of plywood laid over top of this, and it wasn't secured properly. So I have extra plywood, but I needed to make this work first because that was what was supporting our bed. So I'm building a new panel to go here. I know it's not the prettiest thing in the world, and it's probably going to get replaced at some other time, but I got this one, which is on a hinge. Look at my fancy. See my fancy? And I reinforced the inside of it, so it's not all flimsy. And now I have this piece of plywood, and I'm going to do the same thing here and put it on hinges, and then reinforce it with some bits of teak that I have. And then we'll have cabinets.
So we spent a month in Fort Myers because we had a lot of boat projects that we had to finish. And in that time, Tiger Shark was very well behaved and very well entertained. The staff loved him, and they would bring him buckets of fresh shrimp every morning so he could go and play with them. Earlier in the video, I mentioned how my computer hard drive had failed and I lost all of our boat projects from when we were in Kemah and Galveston. Little did I know, upon the excitement of the dolphins, I had put my phone back in the bag and there was a hole in it and it actually fell out of the bag and into a puddle of water, destroying all of the other footage that I had of Fort Myers. So, once again, I am working with what I have left. One beautiful highlight to our trip was the fact that even though the whole world was shutting down and was terrified of this virus, anytime that we went out on a dinghy ride, the sea creatures were so ecstatic to not be plowed over by giant boats all the time that they were very playful.
My husband went upside down.
She's so playful! Look at
What's up, belly rub? Come on out!
Oh, that's for toe. Now everyone has their own version of what the COVID era was to them. And after the first hard quarantine was over, it was interesting to observe how people reacted to it. There was a lot of people who thought that it wasn't real. And then there was a whole lot of people who were terrified for their lives and the lives of their loved ones. Meanwhile, thousands of people were putting their life on the line to help those who were affected by COVID. And, well, Florida, they saw COVID as an opportunity to have an extra long spring break, but without the tourists. The party continued, and nobody wore masks. And even as I edit this video months later, they still do not care about masks and even post on certain storefronts that they are anti-mask. Welcome to the boardwalk located in Fort Myers Beach. This area would normally be slam-packed with tourists, but due to COVID, it was just the locals. And as you can see, no one really carried their masks on the regular. And this was April or May of 2020. I want y'all to know that John is high risk, so we did remain sanitary and safe throughout our entire travels through this time era.
Hey, what's that thing called that you spin?
I'm a fire performer, so it's called a dragon staff.
Oh, wow. So that's normally on fire.
Did y'all sail straight from Texas across? How long did it take?
Right? 8 days.
Wow.
Yeah.
Heavy bad
We did
weather?
6-hour shifts between the three of us. Yeah.
So yeah, you had around 24.
Yeah.
That's
It's pretty
cool.
nice. It's easy. You get a full night's sleep. And then I don't sleep very well, so I ended up kind of staying up as a second man for the overnight shifts and then work through my morning shifts. So I'd be up at I'd fade out with him at 9 at night and then wake up at midnight and work from midnight as a side to the 6. 39-foot westerly Sealord.
Sweet.
And now we're just kind of coasting
the
around.
bay?
Huh?
Are you in the bay? You moored out in the bay? Or where'd y'all moor
No,
out
we
at?
actually just pulled into, what's it called, Moss Marina?
Yeah.
Yeah, Moss Marina.
Yeah.
We just pulled in yesterday morning.
Well, that's good because it's real close to here, you know, it makes everything easy.
And, you know, I don't really like to be on land right now, but the customer service and everyone that works at the shipyard has been so nice. Like, you walk by and they're like, how you doing? Do you need anything? And, you're like, what?
That's cool.
You're talking to me within, what? Well, once again, thank you for tuning into another episode of Sailing Spyridon. Unfortunately, my footage is limited, but if you do find yourself in this area, I highly suggest that you go and check out a hardware store called The Goods. I really wish that I had the footage of the inside that I took on the GoPro, but once again, it was wiped with everything else, so I'm sorry, but it's a really awesome place, so go check it out. Surprisingly, this is one of the best hardware stores that we came across. It is filled with marine goodies. Here are some photos that I was able to salvage from our time spent in Fort Myers. As you can see, everything was pretty abandoned. It was quite the privilege and a once-in-a-lifetime situation to be able to explore this town with 0 tourists. We did try a couple pizzas while we were there. The Ray's Mexican pizza was like having a delicious taco in pizza form, and then the Matanzas was having a buy one, get one half off on Mondays. Their pizza and cheesy bread was delicious. Up next, Jean gets a very special box. If you like our video so far, please give it a like and subscribe, and stay tuned for our next video. Thank you and have a wonderful day.
I'm quarantined on a sailboat on Sailing Spyridon.
couple of my friends, well, the family of 3, are living off their sailboat, and I was helping them do the Gulf crossing from Kemah to Pensacola when all this COVID-19 stuff blew up. And so we'd already been on the boat together for 2 weeks, and they invited me to stay and quarantine with them on the sailboat. So we've just been sailing down the Gulf Coast of Florida on YouTube, Insta. What else? What do you have, Megan?
YouTube, Insta,
Facebook,
TikTok, Facebook.
It's
My
all,
makeup looks crazy.
Yeah,
I'll
it's
go
all,
back
it's
to you.
all just sailing Spyridon, and so I will post a link at the bottom to the YouTube. Peace.
Bye.